It's late night love time. I hope you're well. It's Kristen. Nice to have you here. And this is a love reading that I always like to bring some humor to, as well as insight, because we get so tangled with love stuff and so emotional and so frustrated. And sometimes it's just nice to kick back and get some perspective and trusting our own gut in a way that's more light, but truthful. All right, so we'll pick someone for you and some for them and see where we are. So for you, self-confidence. All right, nice. So you're just feeling good about yourself. You're feeling good about the work you've done on yourself. You feel good about where you're going. Maybe you're not exactly where you are in career path, or you're exploring certain things about your life, but you're feeling really good. You're feeling like, I've arrived with who I am now. Perhaps you've been exploring changing how you manifest, how you present yourself in the world. You've been changing your hair, different makeup, different clothes, like switching out the vibe. I always feel like what's great about beauty is it can be this way that we manifest the changes that we're feeling inside and the way that we're in our self-development. And sometimes it's nice to see something with a new hair color or a new way of doing makeup or wearing different kinds of colors. And it can just really energize and pop us out. And maybe you are exploring more color now that it's the spring. I'm New Yorker at heart, always in black. But I recently made my hair more strawberry blonde. And I would say that it has made me feel just a little bit different. Like I got bangs, I'm a little bit blonder, I feel more lighter. I feel just like that little tiny, those nuanced things that we can do for ourselves. That really it can give us confidence. Like I said, it feels good to see something physical that expresses, who we want to be. Maybe you're still exploring that. I know I'm going in this direction. How can I propel myself a little bit more? And that is noticeable when you're dating, when you're in relationship, when you're just walking around and you're trying to attract, right? Because you're just feeling your best. Let's look at the other side. Okay, so the other side is leaving. So this could be a couple of different things. This could be you in your self-confidence state, allowing someone to leave whose time has come to an end, or you're realizing in your own personal self-confidence and wanting to, what kind of relationship you want, and what your values are and what's important to you and what you don't want to compromise on. And it could be that even though it may be difficult, that you just want to leave. You want to leave, you want them to leave. Perhaps you're leaving them, actually. Okay, so we've got it on their side. We have perhaps you leaving. And so how does it make them feel that you might be leaving? Perhaps they're looking in, or maybe this could be that you're with someone, but you're not really with them. There's something where you're like, nah, I don't really feel like getting together this week, or I really don't want to go on that friend trip that is with all your friends that I don't particularly care for or get along with, or who were snobby to me or made me feel bad in some way or something like that. So it feels like on their side, it actually feels like they're wondering about you and wondering about how satisfied you are. I just think it's really interesting that there's like these orangey kind of colors on both these cards. Sacral chakra, orange, creativity, sexuality, that creative life force that is intrinsically part of our sensual being. And perhaps this person doesn't quite bring that out in you. It is interesting here that we have this guy going through a drawer here and then this leaving card on their end. Perhaps your self-confidence, it makes them feel, I don't know, bad about themselves, or they don't, maybe this guy is a fixer and you're like, I don't need to be fixed, or there's something around this person that you're wondering about. Maybe they're going through something and you're doing well. Like, regardless of what's going on in your life, you're feeling good. You're wanting to explore yourself. You're wanting to explore, how do I pull myself out of places where there's stress and anxiety, or I'm feeling a little bit sad. How do I do that for myself? Because it's not about always counting on someone else. It's that you have a life and that you're with someone else because you complement each other. And there's a reciprocity to the giving and the receiving. So yes, you're sad, you're with a partner, you're dating someone, it's fun, it lifts you up, and vice versa. But it's not about that all the time. It's about, we're two whole people coming together who are sovereign beings who can resource themselves on their own. And you are a resource for each other that is meant to be beautiful and healthy. But there's something about, maybe they have problems resourcing themselves. Maybe what I'm picking up on is they need somebody who needs them, and that's how they get their self-confidence. Maybe over-giving, or there's something about a kind of neediness that makes them feel good about themselves, and that's just not you. All right, so that is a message for someone. Actually, let's see, what is the bridge here? What's the bridge between the two? What's in the cracks between the two? Healing. This card comes out a lot in relationship, and I think we do a lot of our healing work comes up and out in relationships, and it comes out a lot in romantic partnerships. There's a lot to dig into the shadow places of ourselves, around where we can feel needy, where our true confidences lie. And perhaps there has been healing around needing someone to heal you. Perhaps in the past you have felt you needed to be in partnership, or a certain kind of partnership, to feel whole. And it looks like here you have come through some experience or some process in which that's at least not as much as it used to be. So perhaps this person that you're exploring or have been dating for whatever period of time could be someone you talked to a couple times, or someone you've known for a while. Perhaps they represented this old kind of person that you would normally gravitate towards to, and that is why you did gravitate towards them, because it was something familiar that you were used to. It was the kind of person that you would normally gravitate towards to. And so there was this natural human tendency to go towards that. And then when you're in it, you're like, this is not me anymore. There might be pieces of this person or aspects, perhaps the intimate connection that really works very well, but the emotional, like the intimacy, perhaps they can't be emotionally intimate, because in order for them to feel emotionally intimate, they have to feel like they're the one in control of your happiness, of your feeling confident. And again, it should be complimentary, not they're the reason. And you shouldn't be their reason that they're confident. This is an interesting scenario here. And it makes them, when I look at this card and this open drawer, it's like this guy is discovering, oh, she's left. and they're wondering if there's someone else. So perhaps this is someone that maybe was easily jealous, someone that if you had coworkers that you had to speak with, maybe the way you work, you get texts throughout at different times of the day. You work from home, and so you work odd hours, and you do work later in the day, or you'll work on the weekends, and there's something about maybe there's with the opposite sex, and like, why are you texting them on a Sunday? And you're like, run my own business. I do things 7 days a week, something like that. With this healing card and this person coming up in the background, there could be that there is someone else that has arrived that is piquing your interest, that is more of what you're looking for now. And you, as you gravitated towards the old scenario, what you used to be attracted to, I don't see engagement per se or anything intimate happening. It even could be a person that's just come into your life that's showing you, oh yeah, I want more of that. And they're not even really available, or there's nothing even going to really happen between you. There's just like a new kind of imprint based on this person. For some of you, this is even like an older mentor or someone that you really wouldn't get involved with, but you're like, oh, they've got this. This is the energy I'm looking for. It's like you don't want someone over your shoulder. If you're feeling good about yourself, perhaps you have changed the way you look, and that person doesn't like those changes. Oh, why did you become a redhead? Why did you cut your hair off? Or you looked better this way, or that's a little bit revealing. And meanwhile, maybe you've lost weight. I think some of you have lost weight and you're like, I've got a new wardrobe, I'm picking out these new pieces, I feel really good in this, and there's something, it's like triggering and activating their lack of self-confidence. Okay. All right. Whole bunch came out, so I'm just going to read them as they come. You don't want to betray yourself. You don't want to not trust the clarity that you have worked so hard to get. That's from other people doing what they've done and treating you the way they've treated you in the past. You're like, I know what's mine in this world. And if nothing else, I have my own instincts, I have my own clarity, I have my own wisdom. And at one point, I would have chased someone to stay with me, and I am no longer willing to do that because I'm good on my own. I feel confident. I can manifest the life that I want to manifest. I have created a lot, whatever that is, and I can create more. I'm abundant, I'm fertile. Fertile, and maybe you do want children because the way that I said that, maybe you really want children, this other person doesn't want children. You're at a place where you're really thinking that's something that I want to look into. Perhaps it is an age thing, a hormonal thing, like a premenopausal thing for some of you out there. And maybe you're like, oh, I think I need to lean into what I want around children a little bit more. Maybe you're with somebody or been dating someone that already has children and they don't want more children. That happened to a friend of mine. She really wanted kids and he had two, and they dated for actually quite a while, and she got very close to his children, and they had agreed that they would have one child together, got engaged, and months before the wedding, he just was like, I don't want any more children. I mean, so it's something to really think about. And maybe you don't know, maybe you never wanted them before, and there's something within you now that's saying, okay, wait a second, before I need to really consider what I want and not what somebody else wants, or to do something just for somebody else. What is going to make me happy long term? But of course, to be fertile, right, is also to be fertile with creativity, to be fertile with our ideas, to be fertile with our life plans. Maybe wanting to travel and live in a different area and start a new business. That's for someone like you're thinking that you want to leave the state or you want to travel is coming up. but you're looking at what is the next cycle of your life, and knowing that where you used to doubt that you could do more or that you could reach a dream. It's not just a dream in the air. It's like, no, I've got this confidence. I've got this clarity. I know what I can create, and I want a partner who's going to be there with me, not with someone that's withholding their heart, or somebody who's perhaps stingy with money. Or maybe I was picking up before that maybe it's somebody who lost their job, or they make less money than you, someone that just feels underconfident because you are feeling good about yourself, or there's been some kind of a change. Maybe you've gotten a promotion, or some sort of nice thing has really happened in your work, or you've gotten a new title or something. And it's like they can't be your partner with that. It can't be about, it's our money. It has to be that they have more, and that kind of closes them emotionally. It keeps them from wanting to really connect on a deeper, more intimate level. And I am picking up on that this could be someone that you really do have a really great physical connection, and there might have been some really great intimate, emotionally intimate experiences in the beginning, but as things begin to wind through and wind into real life and wind into this stressful thing happens, or this change happens, even if it's a good change, they're just someone that really can't quite handle it because they want to be in control. They don't feel in control about something in their life. And I don't think it has to do with you. They might be blaming you, or saying it's about you, or saying it's about us, or wanting to always have the talk, or that kind of thing. But it's really about something within them on a very deep level. And that can be very hard to get, especially if you do feel a connection with someone, and maybe there have been both of you have made mistakes, as we're all human, and we don't mean to hurt each other's feelings, or we don't mean to do those things that upset each other. But it's still nonetheless not about you. This is a core thing within themselves, where perhaps whenever anything gets too intimate emotionally or too deep, they withdraw the offer. But there's choice. There's always choice. You really do have the world at your feet. I see the world here and this coin here as being the same. What can you create? What do you want? And often when we can just let someone go who's taking up just way too much space in our heart, in our bodies, then we have the space in the mind to really get clear about what is in our hearts. So I will leave it at that. You are beautiful. You are amazing. Whatever changes you have made, you look absolutely fabulous. And there are people out there that are going to think that you're absolutely fabulous just the way you are. Guarantee. I know you're like, it's true. And I say that for myself as much as I say that to you. So the hope that I have for me is the hope that I have for you in love. So, mwah. Thank you for being here. If you want to connect more and hang out with me more, please join the channel. I would love to have you. I put these readings out all the time, so I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And please give me a thumbs up. It's a wonderful way to say thank you if you like the video. Bye.